Here's the question. Should I ever go to failure on a body weight gymnastics exercise? And I'm going to answer your question with a question. Look at the endpoint of your set. So pretend you've chosen some exercise, you're going to failure, you're doing that exercise, your body is burning, oh my gosh, it's so hard. If you can see yourself at the end of that set and you are still safe, yeah, heck yeah, go to failure on that movement. But if you're doing an exercise or a skill to where if you know you push yourself past your normal limits and you are struggling, you are sweating, you are getting dizzy, can you still continue to practice that movement without putting yourself at risk for injury? If the answer is no, I would probably get hurt. Don't go to failure on that exercise. Maybe you stop just short so that you can dismount or exit it safely so that you stay healthy, because you do not want to put yourself at risk for injury. So here are some examples. If we're doing hollow hold or any kind of hollow hold variation. Okay, let me ask myself, if I go to failure and I can see myself at the end of my set, no matter how long it is, I'm sweating, I'm exhausted, I feel like my whole body is about to give out, I'm about to black out. Will I still be safe if I push myself past my limits in my hollow hold and fall out of that position, for example? Yes, because I'm still technically laying on the ground, right? Which means my legs and my upper body are going to drop like 3 inches max. I'm still going to be relatively safe, right? Now, counteract that with a handstand hold against the wall, for example. Let's say a beginner gymnast wants to improve their handstand hold strength, which is phenomenal. They kick up to the wall, they're holding a max effort handstand hold, holding. They're getting tired, sweaty, oh my gosh, I'm gonna pass out. If they go to absolute failure, guess what? They're in an inverted position, which means their body's gonna give out, they're gonna collapse, land on their head, and that is definitely not safe, so that's something we want to avoid. So for skills that are more potentially dangerous for risk of injury, handstand holds, any kind of gymnastic skill, anything high up in the air where you could fall, don't necessarily go to failure. You can choose a different stimulus for that workout, a different rep scheme, or dismount your movement right before you know you're going to risk an injury, come out so that you don't harm yourself or hurt anything. But for those exercises or positions to where you know you can push past your limits and still be super safe, let's pretend I'm doing like an L hold on the floor. If I fall out of my L hold, I'm just landing on my butt on the ground. I'm going to be perfectly fine, okay? So it's about using your brain, thinking about the movement that you want to work on, and being smart about should you push past your limits or should you play it a little bit more conservatively until you have more experience or more strength in it. So make sure to use your brain.